Hey friend, welcome to Chrysalis Chats. My name is Tanya, and like a caterpillar to a butterfly, I help people metamorphosize their diets and lifestyles to be plant-based. Today we are keeping it chill. How chill? 100% chill on Chrysalis Chats. I got my green thumb shirt, which is honestly the coziest and best shirt in the world. Outside of maybe those like really cool vegan shirts because they're so crafty. But today, what are we talking about on Chrysalis Chats? Your source for vegan inspiration and how-tos. We're talking about how to make this. And no, this is not coconut oil. This is a repurposed container. Because why recycle when you can just reuse? We're making this. What is this? Well, this looks kind of strange if you don't know what this is. So I'm going to let you know what this is. This is ginger that I basically turned into like a pate or like a paste or a hummus, okay? And today we're talking about how to make this and why, pray tell, you would want to. So how did I make this? Well, I took a bunch of ginger from the farmer's market, and by a bunch, I mean like a fat bunch, y'all. It was like a bunch of ginger. I mean, you can see my face, right? It was like as big as half of my face. It was pretty big, okay? And then I just put that in a glass 9x13 and put a red onion. So I chopped up the red onion and put it in there on top of the ginger, put a little bit of water, H2O on top of that, and then I put in a handful of coconut sugar and a little sprinkle of Himalayan salt. And I let that bake at like 150 degrees for maybe like an hour, probably more like 45 minutes. And then I put it in a jar overnight in the fridge just to like marinate further. And I didn't chop up the ginger. I kind of left it whole and I just like sliced into it a few times. If you want to chop it up, you could totally do it. There's no right or wrong way. I just made this up, okay? Then I threw it all in the blender the next day and just blended that puppy up. And I added a can of chickpeas, which makes it more like hummusy, and a clove of garlic. So this is like a pretty darn spicy little, spice, if you want to call it that. And so I just like added the chickpeas because I thought it would add a really nice consistency, and sure enough it did. And already today I used this on some veggies. Basically I had preserved some veggies from the farmer's market. You know, you can watch my videos I have on preserving greens, and I think I did one on freezing vegetables too. I talk about it fairly frequently, so you can go ahead and check back if that's something of interest to you. I do show you how to plant your greens step by step with the full visuals and everything. But anyway, so I already took some really good peppers and collards and that I had frozen, and I warmed those up with some carrots. And then I put it on top of some rice, and I was thinking like, oh, this stuff's gonna be perfect, and sure enough it was. I mean, there's so much ginger in here. If you're like me and you're like, I don't really know how to use my ginger unless I'm putting it in a blender, then this is the thing for you. It's a really good way to like make a customizable, kind of like, you can think of it as like a flavor bomb, like boom, flavor bomb, So really whatever you want to add like a lot of spice or a lot of kick to, it's just so good. I was going for like that Asian restaurant, like takeout food vibe without like actually doing that. And I gotta tell y'all, I nailed it. This is the perfect addition to your greens on top of rice or like mixed in with your rice. And it really does taste almost like, what's that flavoring? Like a mame, or like, it tastes like kind of soy sauce-ish, But like the only thing that's in here that's making it taste like that is the red onion, and then I added the garlic too. And then when you add the ginger to that, magic just happens, right? I will say it is a bit sweet, so it does again add to that like takeout taste because there's usually some type of sweetener. And again, that was coconut sugar I used. If you're gonna use a sugar, I do recommend coconut sugar, but honestly y'all, I feel like this would have been just as good just adding like no sugar, like not even adding sugar, and just letting it be its own thing. I also added a splash when I put this in the blender. I added a splash of vinegar, and I used white wine vinegar, which I don't even really like, hence why it's in my cupboard. Like not used, in other words. But I just used such a small amount just to like preserve it. You could do the same thing with apple cider vinegar. It would be like super yummy in here. As well as like a lemon juice. If you want to just squirt a lemon, that's cool too. Okay, So, with that said, friend, if you're into this whole chill vibe of Chrysalis chats, learning how to do our vegan thing successfully, and you want more tips and tricks and how-tos, please do go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Hit the like button to show your girl some love, and put a comment down below letting us know what you would put this awesome ginger garlic paste on top of, because curious minds want to know. With that said, whether you're just starting off as a tiny little caterpillar, like where are the leaves at, or you're a full-fledged butterfly sipping the nectar of a plant-based diet, you, my friend, are awesome. Have a blessed day.